So we are seeing a bit of announcement when it comes to the India women's cricket team. Remember, they are now coming off a historic high after beating both England and Australia for the very first time in a test match here. I mean, remember, Australia, they have won for the very first time. England, they have continued their winning run against them. And now, with that confidence, the India women's ODI and T20I team have been announced for the upcoming series against Australia. Now, there are some very interesting names in that. Harmanpreet Kaur will be the captain for the ODI and the T20I series, that's there. But you're going to see Shreyanka Patil in the ODI setup for the very first time. Remember, Shreyanka Patil recently made her debut in the women's series against England that happened just about a couple of weeks back. So Shreyanka Patil, who's already been hailed as an emerging star, she is now into the in the ODI setup. She's going to make her debut for the very first time also if she's picked. And then the other major thing is that Mannat Kashyap has also been included in both the ODI and the T20I team. Remember, Mannat Kashyap was there even in the England side, but she didn't get a game in that sense. And that's why Amanjot Kaur remains. Renuka Singh Thakur, who had a brilliant test and T20I series against England and also against Australia. She's also in the team now. Meenu Mani has been included in the T20I setup. Remember, Meenu Mani was there in the India A team against England A before the start of the international summer in India. So, this is your ODI squad that is there. Harmanpreet Kaur, Smriti Mandhana, Jemima Rodriguez, Shefali Verma, Deepti Sharma. This is the ODI team I'm telling you. Yastika Bhatia, Richa Ghosh. Then you got Amanjot Kaur. Remember, Amanjot Kaur also came back in the T20I series. Her last ODI series was way back in July. Then you got Shreyanka Patil, Mannat Kashyap, Saikya Ishak, Renuka Singh Thakur, Titash Sadhu, Pooja Vastrakar, Sneh Rana, and Harleen Deol. Even Harleen Deol makes a comeback in that particular sense. The T20I setup, the core remains the same, only the addition of Meenu Mani from Kerala. That is the only other notable exception that we have got here. So, Meenu Mani starred in that India A versus England A series that happened just before the start of the international summer here. And now India will be aiming to ensure that they get the best of Australia also. Because remember, the test match victory was simply magnificent, but you have to understand 3 ODIs and 3 T20Is, especially the 3 T20Is, are a very, very important series because later in the year, in 2024, middle of 2024, you are going to see India play in the World T20 in Bangladesh. So that is why this particular series is going to be very, very important in that sense. So the 3 ODIs will be held in Wankhede Stadium. The 3 T20Is will be held at the D.Y. Patil Stadium. I'm just going to tell you the dates in which this is going to happen, and towards the fag end if you look at it. So, on 28th December, 30th December and 2nd January, the Wankhede Stadium will host the 3 ODIs. Then the 3 T20Is are from 5th, 7th and 9th. That will happen at the D.Y. Patil Stadium, that is in Navi Mumbai. So, most of the matches have been concentrated around Mumbai at this point. Remember, after January, whether India will play any other series, we don't know because the WPL will be held around February, March at this point. So, the WPL, after that, you're going to look at all the other series that's going to happen. Big build up for the World T20 that's going to happen, the Women's World T20 in Bangladesh. So, Australia will not be feeling all that comfortable after their poor showing in the test match. Remember, they lost by 8 wickets. First time they ever lost to India. And if you look at it, under the new captaincy of Alisa Healy, it's gotten off to a torrid start. But remember, Australia, when it comes to T20Is, ODIs, they are a different level altogether. 5-time T20I champions, 7-time ODI champions. This series will once again test their mettle because you're going to miss some key players in this fixture. So, looking at it, 2 faces in the Indian team that will be very, very interesting to look at. You've got Shreyanka Patil, who's going to make her debut in ODIs if she's picked. She already made a debut in the T20Is. You've got Mannat Kashyap also in that. There are some question marks over Richa Ghosh and Shefali Verma. Remember, Shefali Verma's form has not been that good for the last couple of months if you look at it. Whether she merits a place in the team, maybe India will want to look for consistency. Who's the next best opener? Maybe that's where they may struggle. So that's why Shefali Verma gets an extended rope. Apart from that, if you look at it, the bowling is sorted with Pooja Vastrakar in top form. Renuka Singh, especially her performances in the test matches and in the T20Is against England, was phenomenal to say the least. And then you got Deepti Sharma, who was your star in both the England and Australia tests. Whether she can be effective even in the T20Is and the ODIs, that remains to be seen now. So still, there are some notable absentees. For example, Radha Yadav is not in. So she is not in the scheme of things at this point. Whether she'll be picked in the T20Is later on, that remains to be seen now. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget to download the SportsTalk mobile app for all the information you need in English and Hindi. Bye-bye.